What's the upside, adult fans of Lego? Solbreak in the house. And today we're going to do a little bit of a different video. This is a request by my 4-year-old son. He wanted a Star Wars city. So I made one for him. I guess he wanted some sort of Coruscant scenario, but I really wanted to build a Tatooine one. So this is a bit of a smaller settlement called Mos Sol. The most famous towns in the Star Wars universe on Tatooine is of course Mos Eisley, Spaceport, and Mos Espa. I think Mos Espa is a larger town that you can see in The Phantom Menace. And Mos Eisley has been in many of the movies, especially A New Hope and The Mandalorian, one of the episodes. And I wanted to make it like a play set, so it's easy access for a kid, my kid in this case, to pose figs and have a little bit of adventures. And you're able to move this speeder around the whole area if you just move this the bantha and the ATSD. I also wanted it to be almost like you have the more narrow buildings in front, and then you have a bit wider or deeper here, so you can get a nice view from this angle without anything really hiding what's behind it, but still have some surprises like this little alleyway over here. So I was thinking about it a bit like a movie set, but especially as a play set for my kid, so he can have access to play around with figures and post them and place them all over the place. So for instance, where I'm standing, it's super easy to get in on the back and just move around figs. That's why it's open, and you also save on bricks when it's open on the back like this. It's built on a gray large base plate that I just put tan bricks and tiles on and plates to make that nice sand color. This is actually my favorite color that Lego makes. And I used two Yoda statues or busts when I wanted to bulk up on tan parts many years ago, because they were at sale for 60% off. And I was a student back at the time, but I thought it was a good investment at the time, even though I was kind of broke. You can see my custom ATST inspired by the Mandalorian series, based on the old classic ATST from Lego, the first one they made. Still looks like an Easter Island statue head. And this building holds a bit of like a governmental little office for the new Republic. So we have a custom white protocol droid that I made maybe 15 or 20 years ago. It's a printer that I just used some glue and attached, and I painted the head white. So they have their computers in here, a small office, and here's the alleyway I was talking about. It's great for posing figs. As you can see, here's the Mandalorian in this shot. It makes it feel a bit more immersed when you look in through here. On the back side here is the cantina with a Moodle Nudes band. Just the two guys left. The other ones left for 2 solo careers on Coruscant, and they're super famous. One is actually a judge on Coruscant Got Talent. And those are custom faces that I've just drawn with a Sharpie. Because when I made these, that was before Lego had made those kind of figs themselves. I have been collecting Star Wars Lego for many years. Basically I stopped when they stopped using yellow minifigs. The Gomarian guards got unemployed when Jabba's court fell and he was killed by Leia, so he's working as a bouncer. This space dude is really enjoying the music. And we have a little bit of a New Republic gathering here with Admiral Akbar and his pilots, and is it called Lobo? I can't remember. And they're having some blue milk. Some are drinking the darker blue milk, which is more of a tasty sort. And the bartender there with the bar, I made it a bit rounder here. I think it looks nice. And on top, under the dome, they're actually growing some illegal spices, which is, I guess it's a drug in the Star Wars universe. I don't really know. But when I saw the Rise of Skywalker, when Poe was talking about this, it really sounded like he was smuggling drugs. I guess in Dune, spice is some sort of a weird drug that you can even travel with or something. I haven't really read the Dune books. I did see the movie many years ago. Can't remember anything about it. So, and here is actually our heroes, Luke and Han Solo, in Luke Skywalker's old land speeder that he has bought back. They sold it so they could go on the journey with Han Solo back in A New Hope, but now it's back in his possession. And we have this very classic mock droid from the original trilogy. And we have a Gonorian and a Chlamydian. And there's the Mandalorian and Cara Dune, with Luke and Han just passing them by. Maybe they're not noticing each other. I'm pretty sure that Mando has left baby Yoda unattended as always, because he's a really sloppy dad. And we have C-3PO and R2-D2 having a little chat about their adventures maybe. And here we have my custom Bantha. I'm looking forward to the new Bantha that's coming out any day now in Sweden from Lego, but this is my old custom one that's a bit larger than the one that Lego is making. And of course we have the 3 wise Sandmen on it, and they're looking for Baby Yoda to bring him some gifts or something. And we have this mosquito looking or fly looking creature riding the dewback, and I think that dewback is so cute. Up here we have my best friend Jar Jar Binks. That's someone we shouldn't really talk a lot about, but I thought it was a fun Easter egg. And here's a ISP-6 ship. That's an old Kenner toy that I've made a mock version of in Lego, because my best friend had this Kenner set when we were kids, and you can fold out the wings just like on a Lamanda shuttle. And you can swish it around and land it on this landing platform on the roof. And you can open the cockpit and you have a, it's a TIE pilot. What is he doing here? The Empire has fallen. Well, he's of course working on bringing back the First Order. And here's the back side of the ship. I think it looks pretty nice. I might modify it a bit more because I just took this out of storage. It's been in a box for many years. A bit of a Easter egg here. That's Mara Jade from the old expanded universe. She later became Luke Skywalker's wife. She was some sort of an assassin, I think. And I wanted to have these stairs here, just like in Mos Espa, where Anakin grew up in The Phantom Menace. I think they're pretty funny because they're rather steep, so it's a bit tricky for a minifig to get up there. But it adds some possibility to the layout. You can, of course, place him up here. That's supposed to be a bit fallen off like that because it's a rough area. And this is an official Lego door that I just modded a bit. You can open here. And you have that little droid peeking out, asking what your business is. Tuma, tuga, mishka, dosha. That's Hattis. You can open these doors to the side. I'm going to try to do it without really looking at what I'm doing. Like so. Uh-oh, what's going on there? Let's have a look on the back side. So we have some more Imperials back here, or remnants of the Empire. And some Sand Troopers and a black protocol droid. That's also an old custom that I made. Painted the head black and printed just the torso. This scenario takes place during the Mandalorian's time, so it's about 5 or 7 years after the Empire Strikes Back. The Emperor has been defeated. Darth Vader threw Palpatine down a hole and he died and he will never come back. Well, anyways, so this is the remnant of the Empire scheming in this little area in secrecy. And they have a person frozen in carbonite. It's not Han Solo, but it's that's the piece I used. So they can wibble around a little bit. So what are they up to? Well, I guess they're also looking for Baby Yoda. And we have the Clamodians from the Mandalorian series. They're also up to something. They're looking for Baby Yoda as well, just as I am. I really want that as a minifig. And up here you have a droid that's carrying a Beamer monk in that little glass bottle, and another droid. And they're just talking about something. I don't really know what to add in this apartment or room. Please give me some suggestions and I might make that a reality. And here's a droid selling space carrots. And we have this vendor over here who's selling meats and bones. Well, mostly bones, but you can make soup out of them. We have a gonk droid in the corner there of the stairs. And the fun thing with Tatooine is that it's of course based on African architecture. You just build these boxes and you put in arches, and so you get these round shapings. And I try to make these small peephole windows. And when you're done with the basic structure, you just add a lot of fun stuff, like a moisture farm, and this is from the official Lego that I showed you in a previous video, and like this motor from an aircraft, and this is the Millennium Falcon, a micro build that I just added stuff on, so you don't really notice that it's the Millennium Falcon as much. So this basically took me 3 evenings to make, and do you think my kid really had the patience to help me out? No, it of course became more something that I wanted than he did. So, but I hope he will enjoy to play with this later. When I just put it down on the floor, he's probably going to crash everything, but that's fine. It's been documented for you guys. Oh yeah, and I want to talk a little bit about, I have some brown plates and I have this modified plate over here. It's just to add some more colors and details, so it's not just all tanned, because that looks a bit too plain, I think. I hope you liked this video. Please leave a comment and a thumbs up, and as always, stay out of the nonsense and stay awesome, and please subscribe.